Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, we're back on the Nnamdi Kanu narrative again, our very own Mazi from Igbo land. So Eze Goes to School is the book that Chinua Achebe wrote, but is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Goes to Europe that we're talking about in this particular video. So with that guys, I bring you this. IPOB at European Parliament says referendum will curb lawlessness. So that's the headline. Again, IPOB at European Parliament says referendum will curb lawlessness. So now let's see exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to say. Indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, has informed the European Parliament that only referendum will curb lawlessness in Nigeria. In a statement made available, the IPOB leader said the country was not only in crisis but also steeped in lawlessness, delivering a message to the parliament where he was invited to state the rationale for IPOB's successionist agitation. Kanu noted that the Nigerian state had never been at peace with itself, stressing that recent events amplified the pending emergency facing the country. According to him, because lawlessness is always one step ahead of the government, the latter responds when it feels convenient and attempts to give a veneer of legality to lawlessness. Citing the proposed land reforms across the country, the IPOB leader explained how Fulani herders from northern Nigeria are increasingly encroaching on settled farmers of the south, including Biafra. He said that Amnesty International's report of more than 2,000 deaths in 2018 corroborated the link to land crisis, lamenting that instead of seeking to address the violence, the federal government has sought to condone it and legitimize the land grab. He said, as has been the case since independence from Britain in 1960, Biafrans are the easy targets of the lack of a credible Nigerian state. Nigeria governs without the consent of all within its borders. Nigeria claims to be ruled by law, but in effect, there is de facto lawlessness in Nigeria. Nigeria's epidemic of violence flowing from the north is well documented. In 2014, the Global Terrorism Index judged Fulani militants to be the fourth deadliest terror group in the world, behind Boko Haram, ISIS, and the Taliban. There is an underlying problem in the north which has to do with climate change and encroaching desertification due to overgrazing and deforestation. This has drawn Fulani herdsmen further south and led to violence against Biafran farmers seeking to defend their land and crops. The fertile farming lands of Biafra are very attractive to the Fulanis. He, therefore, declared that since the right to self-determination is captured in international law, the only way to resolve the issue is by holding a referendum which complies with international standards. IPOB is calling for a referendum. It is for that reason that the Nigerian authorities have sought to brand IPOB a terrorist organization. The EU, the United Kingdom, and the United States have all rejected the labeling of IPOB as a terrorist group. They know that IPOB seeks only to uphold human rights. So now this is the story or the narrative that Nnamdi Kanu has gone to dish out to the European Parliament to explain exactly what is going on from his perspective and what he sees as the future direction of his people especially. So Eze Goes to School is how I started off. Nnamdi Kanu at the European Parliament and is there of course to state the Biafran case. So now what this means and what this portends for the Nigerian state, only time will tell. But Nnamdi Kanu is not showing any signs of giving up on this fight that is engaged in with the Nigerian state and Malam Buhari especially. So how this pans out, as I said, only the future will tell. But what is your understanding of this move now by Nnamdi Kanu going to address the European Parliament of all places to say, look, this is what is going on and this is what my position conversation is. How does this play out within the greater Nigerian narrative is what I am inviting you to come have a conversation with me about. But before you come have that conversation with me, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come, let's have a chat about this in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you in the comment section. But here I say peace.